Hello everybody and welcome to Roll Together RPG and to a very special one-shot titled Dragon Age, The Darkest Roads. Yes, we are venturing into the world of Dragon Age. My name is Josh, I use he, him pronouns, and I shall be your game master for tonight. And as you can see, I am joined by some very romanceable people. No, that's a really weird thing to say, but it's a Dragon Age thing, so I'm going to say it. I'm going to let them introduce themselves now, starting off with Nat.
Hi, I'm Nat, she, her pronouns, highly romanceable apparently. I am going to be playing Valonwyn Aldwyr, otherwise known as Lonnie, who, do you want to know character details?
Yes, tell me all of the details.
Great. She is a Dalish elf, but has been recently running with the Lords of Fortune. Mechanically, we're still using D&D classes, so we've got a little bit of Swashbuckly Rogue, we've got a little bit of Gloomstalker Ranger.
Lovely. Next, we have Mr. Tomothy.
Hello everyone, my name is Tom, I use he, him pronouns. If you want to romance me, you're going to have to take the side quest. Now, it's very important that you get the romance done before the third act, because stuff happens in the third act that makes I turn against you unless I'm a romanceable. So, deal with that. I am playing Lewis. Lewis is a human. Well, human's a strong word. He's a Grey Warden. Can I interest you in some lovely blood? In D&D terms, he's a paladin. He's a vengeance paladin. And who's he got vengeance against? Just look around the world. There's so much bad going on. I didn't want to be a Grey Warden. No one ever wants to be a Grey Warden. It's terrible. Anyway, I'm here with this lot, and maybe we're going to have a lovely time in the darkest of roads. Yay.
Yay. Next, we have Evie.
Hello, I am Evie, I use she, her pronouns, and I'm playing Lyra, who also uses she, her pronouns, and I am the token non-romanceable character, the diversity hire, if you will. And my character Lyra is a human druid celestial, but then also cleric, twilight, or the void mix that is very complicated, and I don't know how it's going to work out.
I like darkness and glowy things.
Darkness and glowy things. Put them together and it makes who knows what. We'll find out.
Fun.
Glowy
Fun.
Stardust.
Glowy Stardust. I should have named my character Glowy Stardust now.
That's what you could be known as when you enter the town.
That's your rockstar name.
Yeah.
My rockstar name, yeah. And nighttime. The nighttime name. Yes. Human from, where am I from, Josh?
I think we said you were from the Kukari Wilds in Faerun, which is where this game is going to be set.
Yes. I'm from the Kukari Wilds. I've been living under a rock, so I'm not really au fait with what's going on in the outside world right now. But I'm trying to figure it out, build some actual interpersonal connections, maybe. See how that goes. My familiar is certainly going to help me with that. She's great with people. And I'm going to stop prattling now.
You are all good. But finally, our last player that is joining us today, all the way from Quest Junkies for the second time, is Patch.
That's me. Oh my god. Hi everybody. So glad to be back. Yes, I am Patch. I use he, him pronouns. And today I will be playing the role of Emire Llewellyn, who uses she, her pronouns. She is a Dalish elf, third cousin, potentially twice removed to the Inquisitor herself. And yes, she is part of the Inquisition. And we'll see. She might be here for a good time, maybe not a long time. I don't know. We'll see. Josh has laid down the expectations for potential TPKs. And, I remember last time I was here, similar words were said. And we'll see how things go this time.
There's now a giant hamster floating around in Redania somewhere now?
Oh, yeah. Amongst many other chaotic, terrible things, which I can't wait to get into.
Gifts.
We like at least in this one shot, we're not going to affect each other's sort of planes of existence, or at least I'm not going to dump a load of shit on you.
You say that.
Hey,
We will find
never.
a deck of many things here. We have to spend the entire session mining.
Night is young.
Absolutely. But yeah, glad to be back.
Oh no. Okay, right. Well, before we jump into the session, we have a couple of sponsors and supporters to thank. Our sponsor for tonight is Phoenix Dice. You can go to phoenixdice.com to get yourself some clickety-clack math rocks, including some limited edition Roll Together dice. And if you use the code Roll Together, all caps at checkout, you can get 25% off of your purchase. We're also proud to be supported by Homie and the Dude. Homie and the Dude are a father and son company-led duo that make really cool TTRPG supplement books, including the Wandering Tavern, which is really, really good. We might be doing that game soon. Keep an ear out on our socials for that sort of stuff. And at the point of recording this, they are soon to be releasing their Kickstarter Scorched Basin, which is a system agnostic game which is very much Dune and Mad Max inspired. So follow the links in the description below to go check all of that out. Massive thank you to the D20 Club, Dice Heads, and other tiers on Patreon. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as one of their local currency per month, or one goat, which must be sent to Tom for cake baking reasons, as we discussed before we started recording, by following the links in the description below. Without their help and support, we wouldn't be able to keep making the content that we do. And with all of that, we are going to dive into tonight's session. Welcome back, everybody. We have taken our short rest and we are going to dive straight back into the session. In the first half, our team of survivors, heroes, adventurers. What's the other word for people who are being used as sacrificial lambs? I can't
Cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder, there we go.
There you
Our
go.
cannon fodder are
Delightful scallywags.
Delightful scallywags are on a mission into the deep roads to go and find a thag that has some ancient technology, weapons, or other such things inside of it. We are going to dive straight into the combat with initiative rolls. Yes, everybody please roll initiative. That's something I could have done during the break, but chose not to.
Josh.
I know, that was naughty of me.
Oh, no, this is a question. Sorry.
Oh,
Josh.
sorry, I thought that was you telling me off. I'm
Oh,
so
no,
used
no,
to
no.
it.
What? Oh. As soon as we heard that there were things coming, would you allow that before initiative rolls started, Lonnie would have been able to magic boots walk up onto the ceiling?
If you'd like to magic boots walk onto the ceiling, you are more than welcome to.
Thank you very much.
Before we say the roles, is there anybody that wants to be going first? Or like near the top or near the bottom?
Going to do a swapsy.
I could do it. I have the alert feat, basically. So if anyone wanted to do a swapsy.
I mean, what would we be taking if we did a swapsy?
25.
Wow. I mean, I would. Wow. Okay. I mean, I rolled a 4, so if you want to go right at the bottom,
That way I can do Heelys if Heelys are needed.
I'm looking forward to charging in with a massive sword. Yeah, I'll do your swapsies.
Jeez. Great.
Sorry, I just rolled really bad on all of my initiatives.
Perfect.
Evie, our friendship bar suddenly goes up in world as well. I was like, I did not
Thumb, thumb.
Thumb. Lewis
there-
approves.
There are also some things that I missed out that I will go over in a moment. The first thing is I said that they were shriekers that were climbing on the ceiling. They're not. They're just called shrieks.
Oh, well, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. It just makes them sound more friendly.
It's me, Shriek.
Shriek. Lonnie, what did you roll on initiative?
That was 16.
16. Lyra, what did you roll?
Oh,
Jeez.
I rolled a 25, but I swapped it with Lewis for a 4.
For a 4. So that means Lewis is on 25. And Amir, what did you roll?
9.
9. Fantastic. Okay, so before any sort of combat starts, I feel that there is some bits that I missed out in the previous chamber that you were in, because although one of our Dalish elves rolled absolutely terrible on their history check, we have a second one with us.
A third one. We have two other Dalish
You have two,
elves.
yeah, you have two others. I will also roll for Kate as well. But Amir, could you please also roll me a
History.
history check with advantage because you're a Dalish elf?
Why, certainly.
And I apologise because I know I'm getting your name wrong, but my brain is not computing
It's all
because
good.
I know I'm getting Lyra wrong as well.
And I just took a good Welsh name. Strong, powerful.
I got a 17.
Oh, okay. So did Kay. As you walk past the ruins in the previous chamber before you got to this one, before the last mirror was cast, something jumps out at you. These are dwarven and elven ruins, which is something that is not really known to be in the deep roads.
Wait
But
a minute. These are dwarven and elven runes. These aren't known to be in the deep roads.
What? What are you talking about?
It's quite bizarre. Exciting, but
It's definitely very exciting. Let's get this written down as Kay begins writing stuff down again.
way ahead of you.
But how can you tell the difference? Oh no, you two actually read the books, didn't you? Okay, fair enough.
I mean, Red wrote some of them. It's a long, complicated story.
Point of order. Whose notes are currently longer and more elaborate?
I feel that this needs to be a dice off. What do you think we should roll, Patch?
Evie, you promised you wouldn't stir things up.
I stir the pot. That's all I'm good for.
Maybe history, insight, performance. I don't
It's up to you. I'll let you pick and I'll roll against it.
Survival, it's life.
Or would Arcana be better?
Yeah, you can go with Arcana if you want to.
I'll take Arcana.
Yeah, let's go for that then.
Ooh, beautiful, beautiful plus 12. That is a 21.
I mean, you had a plus 12. You would have beaten it no matter what anyway, because I rolled a 4 for an 8.
Oh,
So your notes are more detailed and more elaborate.
The calligraphy
They're the exact same.
is
longer.
stunning.
Yeah.
Nerd.
It might be kind of why Kay's gone, let's collaborate afterwards, because she might be able to sort of claim some of your knowledge as her own.
you look at
No,
the
she's
notes,
not that evil.
it just says ruins, and you're like, I think you need more than that. Come on.
But yes, that's what you see in the previous room, and then we sort of fast forward to the combat at hand at the start of the round. Lewis, you get to go first. What
Evening.
would you like to do?
Okay, boss, tell me what the layout of this is. How far away are these Rungans?
So you are on a kind of flattish landscape at the moment. There's no sort of cover or anything for you to sort of hide behind. You can see that all of the Darkspawn, there are none that are carrying any sort of ranged weaponry that you can see at the moment. About 50 feet in front of you are the main horde charging towards you, and that consists of the encounter that you skipped before, which was 5 Hurlocks and 1 Genlock. But you can also see climbing along the roof, the sort of the walls of this cavern are one on one side, one on the other side are 2 of these shrieks that you have fought previously and probably have a couple of scars from them. I will say, because you are a Grey Warden, you know that Darkspawn's weaponry is poisoned with the blight. You are not immune to the damage that it will do to you, but you are immune to the effects of it. So if you get struck by it, there's a Constitution saving throw involved. You will be fine from that, but you'll still take the extra damage.
That's fair. It is a wonderful life being a Grey Warden. No puppetry here. Everyone's loving it here, deep under the ground.
Yeah, let's not talk about Lewis's joining.
It's absolutely fine. A man exploded. I'm not concerned. Anyway, what would you say the closest thing is?
50 feet away.
50 feet. Josh, are you going to be funny about switching from range to melee?
If you're making an attack action and you would like to switch weapons between the two, between what you're doing, go for it.
Cool. It was more me thinking, like, rather than mid-combat, like, rather than it takes an action. I'm just thinking about Baldur's Gate 3. It's like, use your action to pick up your weapon. You're like, oh, God, it's on the ground.
Yeah, that's where the D&D rules can be a bit sticky with that sort of thing, but I don't find that fun, so no.
I will start with ranged. There's one of those shrieks. It's got a glint in its eye. I think I recall. If it's not that one, then its brother certainly took a few chunks out of me. I'm going to be using my longbow. I'm also going to use a vow of enmity. I have a disagreement with that one right there. I hate it. I don't like it at all. Basically, I get advantage on this because don't like. So advantage begins with, of course, nat 20 for 26.
Awesome. I am going to be a kind DM, and we are going to use the Aodrin crit rules for this, so you can maximize the dice and then roll double, but only on the weapon damage, not on any additional things you pump into it.
Fair. So maximize the dice. So that's a D8 already, and then then that's 19 points of piercing to start with.
Okay. Would you give me a number, 1 or 2?
2.
2.
It's the loneliest number.
That is the one
it's
that
number
you
one.
will hit. Awesome.
Sorry. That please also add 6 points of damage, as I'm using a vicious longbow, so it does extra damage.
Wow. Okay. This thing is looking bloodied as you ping the arrow up into it, hits it in the shoulder, but it's sort of galloping across the wall as that's happening. So as you hit it in the shoulder, it corkscrews out of the air and slams into the ground, and it's going to take some damage from that. Oh my God, why did I have to roll that? Okay.
Is it down?
Max damage on its falling.
Did it fall on its little face?
It fell on its little face, and it looks like it's on its last 2 legs.
Oh, rip. Second attack.
Yep, go for it.
Still got advantage because I still don't like it. I think we should do that more in games where it's like, I don't like you. I get extra damage. I'm like, that makes sense.
No, because we play with Talia.
Oh, Talia adopts everything. 15 to hit.
15 is exactly what you need.
That is 6 points of piercing plus another 6. So 12 points.
Shoot it straight through its forehead, and you hear the bones crack as the force of the bow causes its head to fling back, and then it just slumps to the floor dead. You killed it.
As it sort of looks, I think its brethren has a moment of looking, and then I just go, you. as the vow of enmity has switched, I was like, oh, silly me, that wasn't the one that took a chunk out of me. That's the one that took a chunk out of me. I'm going to use your head as decoration when I get back to the castle. Let's keep this going, shall we? Fun.
Awesome. Is that the end of your turn?
That is a action. That is, I haven't used my bonus action. That's for melee weapons only. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's everything. Still got my reaction.
Awesome. Next, you watch as... Actually, you don't watch. What is the highest passive perception amongst the group? It's like 22 or something, isn't it?
I got 20.
So I think 20 is the highest. Okay. Okay. You watch, or you kind of glance around to... You cast your vow of enmity on the other shriek, Lewis, and then as you do that, it suddenly disappears from view as it seems to go behind some rocks, and you can't see it until... Oh my God, that is a... Oh, okay, that is a 10. 10 won't hit you. Oh, but an 18 might.
Clunk.
No, as this thing just descends from the sky and tries to plunge it's got arm blades that it tries to that are made out of metal that are attached to its gauntlets that it tries to sort of pierce into your back, but you quickly spin around using your Grey Warden sensors to detect where it is. At the last minute, it clings off of your shield and it.
Oh no, I don't have a
backflips
shield.
off.
I have a sword.
Oh, it clings off of your sword, and then you push it upwards, and it sort of backflips backwards. Sorry, the way that you went ching, it made it sound like...
that's. I'm wearing
shield.
gauntlets.
Yeah.
I mean, who uses a shield? Hi, Lysandra. Look, as a sword guy, you just need one big sword, and you just keep hitting things until they stop. That's good combat sense. Nat's agreeing with me. Nat's giving me a face of that's really good sword
That's how
sense.
fighting works. Yeah.
You
yeah.
hear
Exactly.
Zaxxas go, I agree, as he pulls out his large greatsword scimitar.
Really, I got approval there. They got the thumbs up, and I'm like, hey, the friendship's increasing.
But this shriek is, as it backflips and lands on the floor, it's basically in a Spider-Man position, ready to pounce at you again. But that is its turn done as you hear a loud roar come from the other tunnel off in the distance, and you see a large shadow making its way through the tunnel as a large horned creature steps out. To start off with, you see one big hand touch one side of the tunnel, another big hand touch the other side of the tunnel. This tunnel was probably 10-foot wide entrance, and as it pulls itself through, large horned creature, Lewis, you know this to be a large darkspawn called an ogre, as it steps through and basically picks up one of its brethren and bites its head off and then starts charging towards you. It's actually going to, as it bites the head off of one of its companions, it sort of puts its arm back and throws the body towards your group.
Ogre!
Everybody to make me dexterity saving throw, please.
+2 if you're within 10 feet of me.
Yes, okay.
Am I within 10 feet of you?
Nobody has had a chance to move yet, so I would say yes.
Is the attacker within 30 feet of me?
The attacker is not within 30 feet. You know, the attacker is about 60 feet away.
Oh, darn it.
Gonna get one of my dwarven dice out there.
I was going to bring this up on my turn, but I guess at the risk of sounding like I'm cheesing something, so we discussed before Lonnie running up onto the ceiling, and then when we cut, you clarified that there is no ceiling here. I thought we were in a short tunnel, but we're not. So I would not have run up onto the ceiling, so I would still be next to Lewis.
Yeah, that's fair.
Although I do like the image of you just running and running and running and running. It's like, well, she's
It's here somewhere. Legend says she's still running.
to the stage.
I mean, that's one way to get away from the darkspawn, I suppose. Anyway, what did everybody roll on dexterity saving throws?
19.
19, that's a pass.
14.
That is a fail.
Wow.
22.
22 is a pass.
How are we feeling about a nice 10?
That's also a fail.
Nice and
unfortunately.
tidy, yeah.
All right, so those of you who passed will take no damage from this. Those of you who failed will take... Oh, that's not very high. 7 points of bludgeoning damage as this darkspawn body is just thrown into you. Doesn't cause you to fall over or anything, but it does sort of bounce off of your armor and sort of slap you in the face a bit. It's quite heavy because it is armored as well. Yeah, it was not very nice, but this ogre is making its way towards you. As Lonnie, it is your turn.
Okay, great. I was just double checking all of my numbers and things while you were doing Lewis's turn, so apologies. Please, could you describe? I think one of the shrieks has run up and is within 5 feet of Lewis, right?
Yeah.
We have engaged, so it's not just ranged foes. Great. And
Yeah.
can I also check? You say obviously there's the corridor with light, but is there anywhere in this cavern that is in total shadow or darkness?
There's no. So the only natural light that's coming in here at the moment is from, not natural light, but any sort of light source is coming from that tunnel currently. So everything else is in pitch blackness. So there is darkness all over you, all around.
Perfect. I'm assuming the darkspawn use dark vision, right?
Well,
To see.
Yeah, they have dark. If you were to use them in game terms, they have dark vision unlimited, basically.
Great. I'm adept at evading creatures that rely on dark vision. When entirely in darkness, I am essentially invisible to any creature that relies on that to see me.
Lovely.
Just going to throw that out there for
I'm
any
going
other
to throw
people's
something else out there, which is that I can see in full darkness and magical darkness. So I can probably see you pretty damn well.
And it's not magical darkness, though. The point is, if you rely on dark vision to see me, you can't see me.
She
So if you have
sees
blind sight, you'd see me.
She sees you by the stars.
I have eyes of twilight. I'm not quite sure how that's. I'll have more reading, and I'll get back to you on
If
if
you
I can
start
see
shining
what
light
you
on
get up
me,
to.
then that's going to ruin everything. So feel free. So yes, from the shadows just next to Lewis, Lonnie will appear. I'll go for the shrike that went for him. I would like to Hunter's Mark first, please.
You certainly can.
As she draws both scimitars and points one, and a sort of a dark tendril shoots across and enwraps this creature. And then I am going to dive in for a scimitar attack. Because scimitars do nick, I can attack with both scimitars in one attack.
You can do.
Evie, you're doing pointing.
Yes, it's not technically dark vision. It is eyes of twilight, so it's something different.
Great. Well, you're special and you can see me.
You can see her. You're best friends. You can
Yeah,
have your tea
best
party.
friends.
Yeah.
You can go to the Fade and just hang out together in
They're
the dark.
just two best friends in the deep roads, about to get slaughtered by some dark spawn. Carry on.
That's going to be a 23 and a 22 to hit.
They will both certainly hit. And when you said that you had the nick property, I was expecting you to steal something off of its body.
Yes, I'll loot anything you'll give me as well.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 1 for Hunter's Mark, 1 for Scimitar 1, 1 for Scimitar 2, 3 for Sneak Attack. And my second scimitar, the Vicious Scimitar, deals an extra 2d6 damage to any creature it hits. I'm actually a d6 short. Great.
I am disappointed.
I know. So, great. 5, 9, 10, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. That's all slashing damage.
Can you just remind me what level you all are, please?
10.
10.
Oh, yeah.
We live in a terrible world.
I was expecting slightly less damage.
Every time, Josh. Every time. And you're like, oh, TPK. You're going to have to drop rocks on us. I'm putting it out there.
You are in a cavern. It's possible.
If you want a TPK, you got to give us lower levels. That's how you get
That's
us.
true. That's true. Or more darkspawn.
I guess one of those d6s is force damage. Wait, what's Hunter's Mark? Hunter's Mark is...
Same damage as the weapon that you're
Oh, it
dealing.
says force damage on the spell.
Is it force damage now? Okay. I
On the
stand corrected.
rollable. But the rest is magical slashing. And then that's attack 1. You'll be pleased to know I can't sneak attack or do extra stuff on all of the others. So the second attack will come in from yes, will be from the offhand weapon, the Vicious Scimitar. Oh, maybe it won't though. That's only a 14.
14 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, fine. But she does the too quick, does a spin to bring the third one round, but it just ducks out of the way. But for I am Swashbuckler Rogue, I have my fancy footwork. It cannot make opportunity attacks, and Lonnie dives back into the darkness, out of reach.
I've got you, bitch. Basically.
Rude.
Stab.
Awesome.
Again, you very quietly hear me say Fade bullshit again.
Still getting that sense of blight, maybe. Anyway, Lonnie's at the end
Yeah,
of your turn.
I'm aware. It's noted. It's going in the notes.
Is that your turn, Lonnie?
Yes.
Cool. Zaxxus's turn. He just walks up to this shrike and is going to make two attacks against it with his great scimitar. One of those was a natural 20. He kills it because there's no point me rolling damage. Yeah. As he cuts it in half, and he just sort of looks around in the shadows like, thanks for the assist, and then turns to get ready to face the oncoming horde. That's the end of his turn. It is one of the Herlock's turns as, they're 50 foot away, so they don't have they've only got a 30 foot movement, so it's going to move and dash to get into the front lines. The front lines being Lysander and probably Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
Be in the front line, yeah, so it would be you two.
Chunky Grey Wardens, and also this lovely elf who was here for a moment and then just turned into shadows.
You saw nothing.
You say right next to me, I managed not to cut my own face open with the sword.
A hand just reaches out the darkness and goes, shh. Disappears again.
Lewis blushes incredibly deeply, having incredibly conflicted feelings about everything that's happening.
Amire, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay, so keeping track of all the nasties. How many of these things are within 30 feet of me?
Just one at the moment, which is the one that is just charged into the front line of Lewis and Lysander.
Okie dokie. So, bonus action, Mirai grabs her staff with two hands and pulls it apart, revealing a blade in the staff. And she's going to bonus action activate Blade Song. So her arcane energy starts swirling around her. The wind picks up. She starts to glow a little bit. That gives her an extra 10 feet of movement and extra AC, which is very, very nice. If I was to use some of my now 40 feet of movement, could I get within 30 feet of, I don't know, 5 Darkspawn?
If you were to use your full movement, you could get yourself to a position where you could get the one that is in close combat with Lysander and Lewis, plus everything else that's just come through the tunnel currently.
All right. With that being said, I'm going to spin the blade in my hand and go, nobody expects the Inquisition. And I'm going to cast Steel Wind Strike. So
Yes.
I love this spell so much.
it's my favorite spell in D&D. Next to Inflict Wounds. That is the best spell in D&D. So up to 5 creatures I can see are each going to get a melee spell attack. I'll roll the damage once and we can just say it's on all of them because, 60-10 on each creature.
Yeah.
It's going
There's
to take a
7
while.
creatures currently in this room with you. You've got the Ogre, the Genlock, and 5 Herlocks.
Let's stick with the Herlocks, I think.
Okay.
I'll activate the spell and say, no shit, Herlock. So, first one is going to be a 17 to hit.
17. Let me just quickly check the Herlock. That is going to be yes, that will hit.
Okay, second one will be
A late boo.
a
Late
24.
boo. I had to create a new card.
Oh.
Boo!
Echo.
Second one is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Third one, 22 to hit.
Hits.
Fourth one, natural 1 for an 11.
Misses.
Damn it. Never mind. That will be better. 29 to hit.
Yes. You got 4 hits on 4 of them.
All right, so they're going to take this much force damage. 33 force damage. And then I appear within 5 feet of one of the targets. So the one that's nearest to us. So I'm like, and then back.
So you run out into, you pull your staff, your blade out, and you run into a place where you're able to target all of these creatures. And everybody else watches as you just sort of almost similar to how Lonnie disappeared into the shadows, but yours is more magical. There's more of like an arcane. There's more of like an arcane taste to it as you disappear, and then very ninja samurai style, you hear the shing 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 noise, and you appear next to one of the Herlocks, probably the one that's in face-to-face contact with the others, and you just watch as, from Lewis's point of view, this Herlock is like getting ready to attack you, and you just watch as its face splits into four and slides down its body, as do the other four behind it, as you just killed four in one go.
And just to make
damage too.
Just to make Lonnie sigh even more, they won't react until I do the cliche thing of going shh.
Yeah.
So as soon as that bit happens, they all go and fall into a heap of goo on the floor. They are dead.
I very quietly go, and then go, you heard me, Shadows. I'm impressed. You know?
Just from the darkness, you see, oh, that's why she came along. All right.
Yeah.
I thought the pen was mightier than the sword, but I guess the sword wins.
I've got both of you on either side now, and I'm like, please, neither of you are wearing armor. This is so dangerous.
But appropriately for a BioWare game, there's plenty of party chatter, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wearing armor I can't take off, to be clear.
This is my skit. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm wearing armor I can't take off. Shroom?
It's
I
all
can only take
homemade.
them off. I can take it off for a very specific purpose.
So if you offered me part of your body...
How else are you making friends?
It's just kind of growing, but yeah, it's fine.
Hi, I grew this on myself. Do you want it?
To be fair, a very Dragon Age kind of thing that you'd be like, sorry, we've been eating you for the last few days. Oh, there was a problem. I consented to it, so I don't think you're like, guys, can we focus up, please? There's a bridge.
Let it be shown you can eat me with consent.
Wait, what? Amelia, is that your turn done?
I
Why
believe
was
so.
that
That is the rare Evie lewd joke. I had to make it. I am so sorry.
It's just so unexpected for the rest of it.
Just the one moment of possible romance, and it's gone now. It's never come back in this game.
That was the one time Lyra was romantical and everybody missed it.
Yeah.
What?
Amira, is that your turn done?
It is.
Awesome. It is the Genlock's turn, and it's just watched all of its underlings just collapse into a heap of meat on the floor. It's going to look, and it lets out this guttural cry as it is making a rally for reinforcements, and it will then begin to move closer towards you. That was its action and its movement. So it is currently 20 feet away from you, Lewis and Amira and Lysander. So that is its turn done. It is Kay's turn. Kay's like, shit, runs, makes sure that she's not on the front line and begins looking towards the tunnel. So I'm gonna make my way that way and see I'm just gonna go check the entrance way out, just to make sure. I'll be back soon. I'm not much of a fighter. And she runs towards the entrance to the lit tunnel.
Get out of here, Balara.
Yeah, I like how you got that. And then Lysander's turn. He's going to hold his action because he has no range on him whatsoever. So that makes for something to get into combat with him, which makes it Lyra's turn.
Oh, has anybody taken any damage yet?
Yes.
No.
I mean, a little bit. I got something thrown at me. I took like 7 points. It's not. I'm fine.
Okay, so there's not much point in me doing some Healy stuff right now because everyone seems okay for the moment.
If it was like lay on hands kind of stuff, fine. But no, yeah, don't waste a spell slot on me at the moment.
Okay. And how many nasties have we got going right now?
There's 3 currently. You've got the big ogre, the Genlock that has just screamed for reinforcements, and then 1 left of the sort of bog standard foot soldier.
Okay, so a bonus action, I'm going to activate my starry form. And I cease to be a person, and suddenly My eyes are stars. My arms are stars. The rest of me, the void. With some swirling nebulae in there. But I'm still Lyra. I'm still here. I'm still got
Still
feelings.
Lyra from the block.
I'm still Lyra from the block.
We just pan over. It's just like, whoa! We're like, this is fine. Don't look at it. It's fine.
Weirdly, you can still see my teeth.
Of
That
course
is
you
the
can.
the gaping maw of the universe.
That will consume us all. Yes, we're very aware.
Will.
That is horrifying.
Totally
They're a
fine.
bit sharper now, though. It's yeah. Think about it too hard. So that's my starry form, and I'm going to be the archer. I can't do a bonus action on this turn, but I will be able to arch as of next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a big boy spell towards the person who. I'll aim a guiding bolt at the big boy.
Big boy.
Why not?
Big boy at the ogre. Yep.
At the ogre. So that 17 plus 8 is, folks.
25. That will hit.
Well done, I was
that-
testing you. You got it right.
You've pleased the void.
It has more hit points than on what I
The
thought it
void
did.
is pleased. So that is 7d6 radiant damage. Give me 1 second.
The void will remember this.
3, 4, 5,
I will remember.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. One more. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 points of radiant damage, please.
Evie.
Evie does terrifying counting. But yes, that blasts into the shoulder of this ogre as it's stomping forward. It doesn't stop its momentum of it coming forward, but it does cause the shoulder to pull back, and it lets out this guttural roar, and it just sees you. It's now got a beeline for you.
Should have done something else. Anyway, that's all right. I'll be fine.
It does have a strange twilight glimmer around it, though, as if the next attack on it might have advantage.
Excellent. I glitter at it. I sparkle. I chomp the maws.
That's how to be friendly.
Fighting is a free action.
Is that the end of your turn?
Why not?
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so next at the bottom of the round is the other Herlock's turn, and it is going to charge into combat. Again, it has to move and dash to get there, so it is just in the faces of Lewis, Lysander, and Amire. So we will go to the top of round 2. Before initiative count 20, Lewis, it is your turn.
You know, the void decided to be kind to me and gave me an opportunity. Okay, so who's within 5 feet of who's deserving of a slashing?
It is, you've got one Herlock in 5 feet of you at the moment. The ogre and the Genlock are both making their way towards you.
I mean, I might as well go for this Henlock. You know, this is I'm not friends with this one. This is the one that gnawed on my leg, right? Yeah. Okay, advantage. Thank you. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
That is 12 points of slashing.
Lovely.
I'll take a second attack.
There we go.
I've rolled the damage first. Well, how very presumptive. As either an 18 or 21 to hit.
Will hit, yeah.
That was 13 points of slashing.
Awesome. This looks like it's on its last leg. So as you just shing, shing, bring the blade across, it tries to block it, but you cut straight through the sword that it's wielding and just cut through its midriff, and its guts begin to spill out this black ichor all over the place.
Ha! Gross.
Black and red ichor, I should say, because Darkspawn do bleed red blood. Because you spend most of Dragon Age Origins walking around in it.
As a Grey Warden, I'm very aware of the things that they produce. That's fine. I'm not concerned. Be more concerned about the void with her massive teeth, look. Yeah.
So concerning.
Says the person who is literally the shadow.
I mean, I keep saying fade bullshit, but all of this is scary and weird, and I have to get used to it. Bonus section. Do I? Actually, I'm just going to give myself 3 points of heals from lay on hands. That will take me up to a nice round number, so it just all looks nice and tidy. Yeah. And while I just prepare for whatever the shadows are going to do next, it's fine. That's fine. That staff was a sword. Massive teeth. The journalist just ran off down a corridor, unsupported. It's fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna win the bet.
You are definitely going to win this bet.
Oh no. Okay, so
Then you'll have to do the final battle completely high.
Wait, do I have
Those
to?
are the
Do I
rules.
not get to choose when to take the mushroom? I have to do it immediately.
No.
you win the bet, shove.
Again, you're looking at the corpse when just suddenly a mushroom goes in your mouth and go on, chew, chew. I made this from me.
At the end of your turn, Lewis, that makes it initiative count 20. You begin to see more shadows coming through the other, not the lit tunnel, but the tunnel the other darkspawn came through, as more will enter by the end of this turn. So, basically what I mean is that more are going to come through and they instantly go to the bottom of the initiative. I will roll for them when I get to that. Next is the ogre's turn as it charges towards you, Lyra. I believe you have positioned yourself behind the front line, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it needs to make its way through the front line first. So it's going to make, it gets 3 attacks. It is going to make 2 against you, Lewis, and 1 against Lysander. This is its smash attack. So the 2 attacks against you, I'll roll both of those. That is a 22 to hit and a 17 to hit. I think the 17 misses, doesn't it?
Yeah, 22 hits.
Awesome. And then against Lysander, that was an actual 1, so he misses Lysander. But against you, that is going to, the one attack that did go through is going to, oh my god, 2 1s. That's going to be 11 points of smash damage, bludgeoning damage. As it goes to put both of its fists down. It sort of does it in almost like a gorilla style. It does one down first, which you sidestep out of the way of. As you sidestep out of the way, the other one just catches you in the side, doing a glancing hit to you, and then it goes to throw its forearm out to try and catch. Oh, nearly knocked my stuff flying. To try and catch Lysander. Lysander puts his shield down and is lifted off of the ground as he blocks the attack, but he's sent 5 feet off. Away, sort of breaking the line a little bit, but
Still within 5 feet of me, so
still within 5 feet of you, so he still gets.
He can't be scared of this, or just behind me, or this.
You say, and this as it's Lonnie's turn.
Oh, I thought it was Lyra he was pointing at.
I mean,
be.
I have 2 hands.
Lyra is the obviously more scary one. Lonnie is just playing hide and seek.
No, listen to me. I can see this. That's something I can quantify. You are nothing. You could be everywhere and anywhere, and you touched my mouth, and that's weird. I don't know what you do in the woods, but this is weird.
I am also a mini cosmos. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Eldritch horror,
As you
hide and
spiral.
seek.
Pull it together, Grey Warden.
And together we're bestest friends.
Yeah. Right. Would you say our ogre counts as large mechanically?
Yes, I would.
Great. Lovely. Lonnie is going to come in for the same round of, is going to get a hex. And then we're going to come in for an attack and a nick. That's going to be a 22 and a 22.
They will both hit.
Great. I'm going to sacrifice one of my d6s to use what is it called? One of my special sneak attacks, the cunning strikes, to try and trip it. Can it make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah, can do. That is not very high. That is going to be, oddly enough, it's quite dexterous. Oh no, it's not that dexterous. That's going to be an 8.
No.
Fails. Okay, so. Great. So I would like to just kind of run around behind, because it's now at the front line. I'm just going to run around behind it, and you just see kind of behind it, like doing forward, like combat rolling, just behind it, and going shh, with the two scimitars. Is Lonnie just? She's just gonna like slash at its Achilles tendons and get it to fall backwards. Always keep an eye behind you, and just rolls back into the darkness again.
So how much damage did it take in total, sorry?
25.
25 damage. Ooh, it is looking bloodied. You have definitely wounded it.
And is fallen prone.
And is on its ass.
Yeah. And for my second attack, so if it's on its ass, for melee, that's advantage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prone.
Well, that's the point. Did you roll advantage on your first attack against it? Because it would have been advantage because of the guiding bolt. So
That's a good point. I didn't, because I was I didn't need to for sneak attack, but I will roll twice again anyway to see if I got a nat 20.
You can roll. You can roll to see if you get a nat 20 if you want, or you can save it for somebody else. I'm cool with that.
Oh, okay. Well, save it for someone else. I'm about to roll with advantage anyway because it's on the ground. Bah! Oh, close. No, that was an 18 for 26. 3, and then for the Hunter's Mark as well. Wait, is Hunter's Mark just the next one, or does it stay for all of them? Bear with, sorry.
All right. I'm just rolling
Until
dice for
the spell
the
ends.
amount of dice one that come in.
Great. That's another 13.
Another 13 damage, yep.
Yeah. So she like combat rolls past his ankles, like slash, slash, falls over. The darkness is there, and then just another scimitar just kind of goes boom, out of the darkness and back into the darkness again. And you just hear her.
The ogre does not look well from that attack. Is that everything on your turn?
Yes, I know I am invisible. I guess canonically I should clarify where I am. So we'll continue the path. Because I'm fast at the moment, so 35 feet. So I've kind of done like a circle round. So I'm kind of just the other side of the front line to where I was before.
Awesome. Okay, so at the end of your turn, that makes Xaxis's turn, and seeing the ogre on the floor, he is going to go out to it and make 2 strikes against it. These will both be with advantage because it is prone. Okay, so that first one will hit. There. Second one, I dropped dice on the floor.
Josh comes up in a mask and he's like, cosplay.
Both of those attacks will hit. Ooh, that's quite a lot of damage to it. As he sort of spins the blade round and has it so the blade is pointing downwards as he holds onto it. He stabs down into the ogre's stomach, and as the blade pierces through and into the stonework below, he then drags the blade upwards as he pulls it out in an arc, causing blood and guts and blight to spread out all over the place. Not hitting any of you lots, you're fine. He spins the blade round and holds it to his shoulder and lets off a at it. That's the end of his turn. That makes it Amir's turn. Emire's turn, sorry.
You got it! Congratulations!
I will get it eventually. It takes me age. Everybody else everybody else who plays with me regularly knows it takes me ages to get people's names right.
You're all good. Question: how many Darkspawn have just joined the fray?
Would you like to know?
Yes.
I was rolling dice while Nat was taking her ridiculously good turn. You have another 5 Herlocks that have joined, another 6 Shrikes, another 3 Genlocks, 6 new-looking things, which are the skeleton husk type things. I've called them husks. I know they've got an official name in Veilguard, but I can't remember what they're called. And scarily, 6 more ogres.
Excellent.
I think we need to run.
And how far away are these new denizens of the deep roads?
That would have been a good episode title. The tunnel entrance itself is 60 feet away from you currently, so they're all within 60 feet.
Incredible, because what I want to do has a range of 60 feet. Incredible. So I think Amira hears the sounds and looks over in that direction, sees the horde coming. Oh, no, thank you. She grabs her neck, pulls something off from it, and I'm going to throw 60 feet my necklace of fireballs at the horde.
Yes.
The whole thing.
No, that's a full necklace, isn't it?
It's a full necklace.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, baby doll.
Yeah. Okay. I need to make dexterity saving throws, don't I?
Yeah, for
Dexterity
all
saving
those
throw.
monsters, Josh. What
How
was
many
it
monsters were there again?
There are, hang on, bear with me. There are 5, 11, 14, 20, 26 creatures there. What is
Right.
the radius is like 20-foot radius, isn't it? So
20-foot radius.
Okay, so you won't hit the Genlock and the Ogre that have already been in the fray, but you'll hit everything new that has come in, and the Herlock.
Sweet. So that's a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Awesome. Okay, so I will roll 1, 2.
So while Josh rolls.
It was important to know how many of them were, because I'm just making sure you're not going to beat my fireball record.
Okay. What is your DC? Sorry.
15.
15. Okay, so this is the 5 Herlock that have come through. 2 of them
downside
pass.
The downside is when I normally cast Fireball, I drink Fireball. But I'm on very strong pain medication right now, so pretend I just did.
Okay, just do this with a shut bottle. There we go. So out of the
Acting.
5 Herlocks, 2 of them passed.
Ugh.
Okay.
The others all failed because they all rolled below a 10. I need another dice. The Shrikes are more likely to pass this because they have a higher plus. That is okay. Exact same thing. 2 pass, 3 fail. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there should be another D20 there. 6. Oh no, 4 fail and 2 pass. So it's another 2 pass. Genlocks, there's only 3 of them. 2 pass, 1 fails. You can be rolling damage while I'm doing this, I reckon.
Already rolled.
6 for the ogres. They all fail because they only get a +1.
Oh, my dudes, no.
And the husks, which I think are about to get absolutely obliterated. 2 pass.
All
out of
right.
the 6.
So it's a total of 42 fire damage to those who failed, which will halve to 21. Unless there's a vulnerability to fire, because, you know...
That was made of bones.
There's no vulnerability to fire, but you do kill all of the husks as they enter in and just disappear in fire. The 3 of the Herlocks die because you did 42 points of damage. 4 of the Shrikes die. And the Genlocks 2 pass, 1 fail. Genlock has got... Sorry, just checking how many hit points the Genlock have. So 1 is on... 2 are on their last legs, and 1 looks like he's relatively okay. And then the ogres all look bloodied because they all took max damage from it, but they're definitely half their hit points at this point.
So,
So-
out of the 26, how many succeeded?
Hang on. 2, 2, 2, 1. It was. Hang on a minute. So we had 2 Hurlocks, 2 Shrikes, 2 Genlocks, none of the Ogres, and 2 Husks. So
8.
8 passed.
8 passed. Okay. So I want to work the damage out.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Nat gets a very tight smile. Like,
No, I'm sorry to say, Patch, I don't think you can, because I had 50 zombies.
Oh yeah, I fully expect it.
I mean, it is possible for you to beat it in this one shot, potentially.
What, total? No, this is in one hit.
Right now, no, but with other things that are coming, possibly.
How much longer have we got left of this, Josh?
Look, we're going to leave, and people are going to say, was that a waste of time? No. We've started making literally new inroads into this place, and also, we've now befriended just gestures to all three, like, all of this.
So, at the end of your turn, that makes it the Genlock that was within close combat range anyway. Where is my thing? There it is. It is going to make its attacks against you, Lewis, as you are one of the front line.
Makes sense.
Sorry, I just lost his stats. Where have they gone? There we go. Right, it's going to make some attacks against you. Longsword attacks. That is going to be a 22 to hit and a 21 to hit.
Those both hit.
Right, so this is a longsword. You will take 9 and 5. So you take 14 points of slashing damage in total. And 10 points of poison damage. However, because you are a Grey Warden, you are immune to the additional effects of the poison.
Nice. It tingles so familiarly. I remember this pain, yeah. Oh.
Just to confirm, Patch did 924 points of damage to those. So that's a record for Dragon Age. Hey. Awesome. So at the end of that Genlock's turn, that makes it Kay's turn. You can hear her going, I'm going to go see what's down here. She carries on going.
Definitely winning that bet.
Why is she screaming the entire time?
I'm sure there's something interesting down here. And you just hear a bonk as something hits metal. And she's like, I found something. I'll be with you in a minute. And then it's Lysander's turn. Lysander is going to make 2 attacks against the Genlock that attacked you, Lewis. My fucking god.
Nat 20s or 1s?
2 nat 20s.
Yeah, he's the commander.
Ah, my phone's on charge. I can't take a picture of it.
Draw us a picture.
That he just caves this Genlock's head in.
Yeah.
2 nat 20s. Fuck that. He just kills it.
So beautiful.
There
So
we go.
beautifully rendered.
Thanks, Nat.
I wish I was wearing a t-shirt now. I've got a t-shirt that says, yes, they're natural, and there's 2 nat 20s. Anyway, Lyra, it's your turn.
How many of these things are there still in front of us after the fire gate?
The fire gate. The ogre is still on the floor. There's a Hurlock that's right in front of you. And then you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more Darkspawn coming towards you. 6 of those are large ogres.
Okay, talking is a free action. I am just going to say, are we fighting or are we, going after the screaming person team?
Oh, she found something. I think we should go that way.
Yeah, fall back.
Oh, cool. Yeah, sounds good. I'll use my bonus action to fire one thing at the person in front of me.
Yeah, go for it.
How did the nebula give thumbs up, and how do we all know that's what it was doing? Just...
The constellations just kind of arrange themselves into thumbs up. 4 going into a bow. So that is 14 plus 8 to hit.
That will hit.
22.
And that is...
I don't know why, but I'm imagining Astral
7.
Clippy.
So you're trying to
Horrifying.
fight monsters, are you? Which I smell.
11 radiant damage, please.
11.
How would you like to kill the one Herlock that was in combat with your friends? As the rest of the
I
charging
would
dwarves?
like to fire a bolt of pure radiance through its eyes, and then I will also encompass a semblance of its essence into my constellations, so it may live on. My
nice.
victory may live on.
Oh. Oh well.
Oh, will it now? Oh.
Ah,
As you-
it gets the constellation is there, and suddenly the maw opens and tasty disappeared.
This has so many implications.
She really is her
Yes.
mother's daughter. This is just. This is fine. This is fine.
Awesome. Okay. So, is that the end of your turn?
And then I'm running.
Oh, and then you're
Oh,
running.
I'm
Okay.
running as much as a nebula can.
So
No,
drifting.
no, completely human, like arms flailing, running.
Yeah, it's just a human in a black morph suit.
Ping pong balls, whatever. Just,
Oh, it's like a mocap. You're in a black mocap suit with the stickers on your face. Nat knows all about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, at the end of your turn, the 2 Herlocks that just entered the fray and got fireballed to absolute buggery are going to charge forward, move and dash to get into the front line. That's their turn done. The Shrieks have a faster movement speed, so are able to get in range. In fact, I am going to attempt to roll stealth checks on them to see if they can hide as they charge towards you. I need to beat a passive perception of 20. I do not. The highest I rolled was 19. So these 2 will make 2 attacks against you, Lewis, and 2 attacks against you, Lewis, 2 attacks against Lysander, as you 2 are both the front line. So against you, Lewis, one was a natural 20, and the other one was an 18, which isn't going to hit you. And then against Lysander, that one's cocked. Fuck me. Okay, that's another 19 and another natural 20.
I
I'm
get an
beginning to think I should have stayed and healed
maybe.
instead of dashing off.
I get an opportunity attack because of one of my feats. Because it hit Lysander, I get to attack one of these things. So
Yep, that's cool.
roll your damage, and then if
shall
I'm still
roll
up.
Okay, so again, it doesn't get sneak attack because it didn't pass its stealth. So against you, the first, this is the crit. So this would be same crit rules apply. So that is going to be 10 plus 7, so that's 17 points of slashing damage plus 7 points of poison damage, but again, you're immune to the effects of that. And then the 2 attacks against Lysander, one being a crit, is going to be not as much that time, so that's going to be 7 and 6 poison, so he takes 13 damage in total. Again, he's also immune to the additional effects of poison. And then the other attack that hit him is going to be a 6 and 8, so he takes another 14. So he is down by that much. So he looks like he's taking quite a heavy amount of damage, but he's still up and going.
As do I. You know, it's. You can tell sometimes it's darkspawn blood, sometimes it's your own. It all looks red and black here in the darkness. So I have like a guardian thing. So if it was like opportunity attack, or if someone else gets hit. So I'm using my reaction to dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
That is 19 points of slashing against. Let's say the one that crit against the boss.
I'm gonna say that's the first time that we've seen somebody do overspill damage, so you'll kill both of them.
Oh, cool. I also, if it makes you feel better, I have hew damage as well, so it does still go straight through. So yeah, just straight through with my greatsword.
Yeah, you just as they're with their arm blades trying to get at you, you can see the blight poison on there dripping off as you block, and you can see Lysander blocks with a shield, brings the hammer around and smacks one. You can see he takes a few wounds, you take a few wounds. You just sort of grit your teeth and just pull the blade through. You strike into the midriff of one of them. You feel it catch against the flesh of the darkspawn, but you just stamp your feet into the ground and just force it through, and with such force that it cuts this first strike straight in half and embeds itself into the neck of the second one, and its head half falls off and it collapses to the floor. You kill both of them.
I let out a kind of disturbing growl of like, and everyone like, oh god, Grey Wardens, they're weird, they're weird. And like,
You just hear from the shadows, not so different, you and I, Grey Warden.
I look at where I think you are and kind of look away shamed and just like the blush also still comes back. It's been a very weird journey for him.
As you do that, you watch as 6 arrows fly over, 3 towards you, Lewis, and 3 towards Lysander, because again, you are the close range people, so they're trying to clear you out of the way. These are coming from the Genlocks. That is going to be a 21, a 22, and that's a natural one, so that's not going to hit you.
Yep, those are both going to hit.
Against Lysander, only one will hit him. So this is going to be... that's going to be 8 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison on the first attack. The second attack against you, that was a D8 on the floor. I can't find it. Where's it gone?
It definitely said 8 on it. Wait, no. This is you rolling for attacks. It definitely said 1.
That is going to be 8 points of piercing and 9 points of poison that time.
So, I have a moment of going, well, that was awkward. Maybe I'm not that... As I collapse down, I'm like, all right. I look and I'm like, get them out of here. As I fall face first onto the soil.
Yeek. Okay, and then Lysander will take...
oh, shit.
Definitely should have healed before noping out and running away.
Hey, you grew up in the woods. You got your focus.
As he collapses to the floor, Lysander takes a heavy amount of damage as well. You know, Lewis, that if you weren't a Grey Warden and you died with this poison, you went down with this poison in your bloodstream, you would die.
Yep, I've seen it. Ain't
No
great.
death saving throws, just death.
Yep.
And then the ogres are going to lob rocks. You know how in video games where they just pick rocks out of the ground and it doesn't affect the ground at all? They just do that and they just start lobbing rocks at everyone because they can. So that is going to be the only person that then... you're not stealthed currently, are you, Lyra?
Oh, I dashed away.
She's done.
Yes, you did dash away, but you're still within range of things being thrown at you. What I mean is you can be seen.
Okay.
So I need a dexterity saving throw from yourself and from... I need a dexterity saving throw from everybody but Lonnie. In fact, Lonnie, make me a dexterity saving throw with advantage because you are the knight. Just in case you do get caught by a stray.
I could completely stack it.
Sorry, what was it again?
Dexterity saving throw. I thought I rolled 2 6s then. I didn't.
13.
13 will be a fail.
16.
16's a pass.
It was also 16.
Oh, it was a 16. Okay, that's a pass as well.
21, surprisingly.
21.
Check you out.
That is a pass. Oh, NPCs. Keep forgetting they're there. I've only got 2 of them there.
I was going to say, how is Zaxus doing?
He's not actually been hit by anything yet. Nothing's attacked him yet.
Loving life, yeah.
Yeah.
Lords of Fortune, indeed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Lysander does fail that dexterity saving throw, and so does Zaxus, actually. So anybody who failed will take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Anybody who passed will take half that.
So it's a failure or a death saving throw for me then.
That will
Did I
be
get-
yes.
I got hit by rocks.
Yes. You said that to kill you all, I will need to throw rocks at you. So that's what the ogres are doing.
Yeah.
That is the end of that round. We go back to the top of the round. Lewis, I need another death saving throw, please.
Yay. So that's an 8.
So that's another failure,
Oh
unfortunately.
yeah, baby.
I would like to point out that the fact that you fought this many Darkspawn and none of the non-Grey Warden characters have been nicked by them yet is amazing.
Oh, we're the best at what we do. There's a
Yeah.
reason why the Grey Wardens are what they are. And when the others write us up in the notes, they'll be like, yeah, 2 Grey Wardens fell saving the world. Yeah. I don't have family anymore. I'm a Grey Warden. It's fine. No one's going to miss me.
The roars continue from the tunnels as more Darkspawn will join the fray at the end of the round. It is the last ogre's turn. Not the last ogre's turn. The ogre that joined the combat at the beginning is going to stand up and it is going to attempt to attack Zaxxas, who is... In fact, he's going to try and grapple Zaxxas. I mean, because Zaxxas is there. No, he doesn't. Tries to grab Zaxxas, just lifts his leg up, and then this creature's going to try and make 2 smash attacks against him. One of them will hit. Doesn't do that much damage, though. So Zaxxas takes that much. Where's his hit points? There. As he is smooshed in the face by one of these ogres, and he's like, yeah, I think it might be time for us to fall back at this point. And it's not his turn yet. It is Lonnie's turn.
Okay, so we've got one ogre, 2 Hurlocks right next to us. How do they look?
The ogre looks like a stiff blow will take it out, and the 2 Hurlocks look like a couple of stiff blows might take them out. Look, it's always one of those sessions, and for a change, Evie started it.
How rude. How forward of you, sir.
And the rest of them coming down the corridor are they're over there, right? They're still in the corridor.
They're the other ones that all
they're
came
at the-
through. The other ogres, and the other Genlocks, they are 30 feet away from you, and then the entranceway to the tunnel is 60 feet away, and there is more things coming through that. Although you can't tell quite what yet because I haven't rolled for it for 1, and 2, they're still coming out through the tunnel.
Okay. I'm going to look at Zaxxas. What does he look like he's going to do? Does he look like he's going to be heroic, or does he look like he's going to read the room and get out?
Oh, he's already read the room and got out. Or he will read the room and get out. Sorry, he goes after you
Great.
because he
And
just
what-
got punched in the face by by the ogre that's next to you, or next to him.
Fine. And Amire looks like she's about to Scarpa as well.
She looks like she's about to scarp her, and her attention is focused at the further away problem.
Fine. In that case, yeah. Okay, Lonnie is just gonna look at the chaos, look at Lewis down, and Lysander about to go down as well, and is just going to plunge her hands into the ground, and the 2 Hurlocks and the ogre that are nearby. There's just going to be I'm casting spike growth, and is going to grow up, but it looks blighty, but also mixed with elven magic, foresty spike. Like it looks like blighted spikes, but it would still sort of grab onto the darkspawn. It sort of doesn't affect Lewis. It's further back than where he is, but it doesn't mean the rest of them can't scrabble through.
Imagine. He's been very judgmental to me over the last few hours, and I'm just going to spike right through the boot.
Yeah, so she does the spikes, just kind of looks at the body of Lewis. Good luck then. And I'm gonna bonus action, cunning action, dash, follow Lyra and Kay down the corridor.
So you turn and begin to run, casting the spike growth to slow down the movements of the darkspawn that are giving chase to you at the end of your turn. I am going to do something naughty as a DM, and I'm going to move all of the NPCs, friendly NPCs, to the bottom of the character initiative because it's all characters at the minute before enemies go. So Zaxis, Kay, and Lysander are going to go after Amire and Lyra, who will go now.
All right. So I'll be using my 40 feet of movement to get the fuck out of Dodge. But before I do that, I'm going to look to the further away problem of more Darkspawn coming through. And I'm going to throw my hands up in the air, one holding the staff, and say, "Throw in bloody rock, sire. Let me show you how it's done." And I'm going to use telekinesis to try and cave the roof in to block the tunnel.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so I am going to ask you for a D100 roll, please.
Oh, D100. Let's have a look. D100. I've not done one of these virtually before. Let's go. 13.
13. So there isn't enough loose stonework around in order for you to like fully block up this entranceway. If you were to just use the loose rock around you, it would be a case of you're making more of a trip hazard for these things. But you do see, as you look probably 30, 40 feet above the entranceway, there is a large bit of stonework that is sort of jutting out to the point where it looks like there might have been a building there as well. You can look around and see that you are probably in like a, what are they called? Like a sinkhole. So above you, there was probably a ruined, like a thag or something above you, and it looks like everything has fell through into this cavern that you're in. You reckon that if you were to telekinesis that lip, that bit of ruin that you can see, you could bring that whole thing down and completely block that entranceway?
I will sigh to myself, thinking, I really wanted to take notes on that. Never mind, and I'll do that.
Yep. So you just, and it collapses down. You hear screeches and the squelches of blood as that entranceway is completely blocked from the darkspawn coming in. So I don't need to roll any dice. Thank you for that. But you just do still have the problem of the other ones that are in here. Is that the end of your turn as you run away?
Do I have bonus actions as a wizard? Not many. Mage, I should say. This is Dragon Age. No. Bonus action, shout. Let's go!
Awesome. And then we will go to Lyra's turn before we go to the NPCs.
Cool. There, I was 60 foot away running into the corridor. Am I 60 foot away from Lewis?
I'd say you are, yeah.
And does Lewis look like his unconscious form is about to be swarmed by nasties?
Yes. Whatever can survive the spike growth.
That's not. I could heal you, but would it be worth it?
I mean, I was decently okay to you on the journey, a bit confused, but I wasn't unpleasant. I made sure you were warm, you know.
I was expecting a, should I heal you or should I consume your soul?
I mean, if you want to make me part of your constellations, I mean, I'm not really in a position to.
Look, this is not solo level.
Here's the deal: we have spiritually, because why not? I heal you. I own your soul. Sound?
I mean, the Grey Wardens own my soul, but you would basically have a champion. I mean, he was going to have a conversation with you, being like, cool, you've made yourself really important, and that's really bad. There's a lot of different groups that have acknowledged you. I will, if you need someone to make sure that no one's going to kidnap you, this guy. So, but that's a conversation that we haven't had, so consume my soul if you want, you know.
Tasty souls. just before I leg it down the corridor, I am going to whack off a 5th level healing word towards you. Which
I can't giggle. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Yes.
I would be rolling this online, but I have a thing where I've got a healer's thing, so any ones I roll, I re-roll them. So I need to roll it manually. So please give me a moment.
By all means.
Take a moment, madam.
To whack one off.
Look, what one does in the Underdark of the void.
The question is that when Evie normally does counting, it's normally Evie's terrifying counting, but this is to heal somebody, so what would we call this?
Oh, it's still terrifying that I'm being brought back from the void by the void.
True.
As I wake up and I'm just hearing gratitude.
I think it counts
With
as
a
healing
wall
damage.
of spikes just sort of right next to your head. Blighty spikes.
Yeah.
It's the healing damage that is about to be
24.
whacked into you.
Yeah.
25, 26, 27, 28 healing. Hey, you're welcome. I own your soul. Num num num.
Is the words I hear as I come back. I'm like, ugh.
No more help. I do lag it, but you're welcome, and I look forward to consuming your soul eventually.
I don't think I have much of a soul left, but we'll have a conversation later. So I just lie there and go, wow, that's blighted spikes. Of course.
And thus the first warlock patron of Thedas was born.
I was thinking that, but then I thought, well, hang on a minute, because there are people who do get possessed by demons, so
Look,
maybe.
I know we're not doing romance here, but there is a romance in like chivalry way of going, this is the witch, I'm her knight. I just need to make sure that no one kidnaps her. We live in the woods. I live under a rock. My armor is incredibly rusted. Would you like some mushroom tea? It's gonna blow your mind.
At the end of Lyra's turn, Zaxxus is also going to peg it, basically. Lysander is going to move over towards you, Lewis, and is going to pick you up to avoid you having to use half of your movement to get up. As everybody else is running into this tunnel, you can just hear from the other end of it, you can hear I'm going to do this for effect. More dark spawn this way, but I found some friends, as Kay bolts it past you. And you can hear the shouts of more darkspawn coming through the other side of the tunnel. But you can also hear something loud and stompy as... I'd say you all haven't quite got into the tunnel yet at this point, because you're going to get crushed by what comes through otherwise. As you see 10 hulking big stone creatures come running through. Dwarven runes all around their necks and around their heads. You can see lyrium, which is the sort of crystal magic sort of flowing through their bodies with this strange core in their chests that is glowing as 5 golems come running through.
Wow.
And their lyrium is glowing the same color as Kay's hand. She's like, these are my friends, I'm gonna tell them to fight the darkspawn. Run. And she begins making her way towards the slope to get out. Get the fuck out of it.
I said there was going to be a community down here.
Just happens to be golems.
Oh, you made it! Congratulations.
Thank you. My soul's been kidnapped by the witch, but yeah, I'm back. Nice fawns, by the way.
Thanks, I grew them myself.
He laughs. Just glad to be alive.
I think at that point we have come to the end of our time with this one shot, because we've overrun by quite a bit, but we are going to end the session with you all fighting your way through the deep roads, as you should when you're traveling the deep roads with a horde of darkspawn in there. More, basically, every time you kill one darkspawn, 2 more take its place. You kill them, and more and more and more. We're going to leave it open-ended to see if these characters might come back if we do another Dragon Age one-shot in the future, possibly. They could
If the
return as...
implication we die if we don't get to do a second part.
Listen, worst case scenario is I cast the moon roads again and we live in the shadow road.
I mean, it could be a lot worse.
I
We've
don't
got
think they
mushrooms.
catch me. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I think you would. I think if we were to kill everybody off, I think you would be the only one to get out.
I'll just walk
alive,
around on the
because we can't
ceiling
find
until I
you.
find the way out. It's fine.
Yeah. But no, we're going to leave it open-ended to see if these characters survive. They may appear in another game as NPCs. They may appear as the players playing them if they so want to. Who knows? We don't know. I don't know because I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. But yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. This game has messed my brain up to all manner of degrees because these players are awesome with the different things that they can do and how creative they are with it. So thank you very much for that. Thank you to our sponsors and supporters and to the D20 Club and Patreons on the Patreon. There we go, words. They are fantastic. They are the best. You can join them from as little as $1 of your local currency per month or 1 Grey Warden, which must be sent to Tom for defeating the blight. We are.
Please, someone's got to help me. It's in the corner of my room and it's growing. Help.
We are going to go and we shall see you next time. Goodbye.